Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room, it's Smothers. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, you could just feel it. Wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Patterson. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Grimes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Leaves it with the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space, it's Patterson.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. zone here on second down. On the run, it's Moulton. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. It's a draw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grab near the marker. It's Moulton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
End off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the ground with the back.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On the ground, it's Moulton. There he goes. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Give to the single back. stiff arm. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Hawkeyes are threatening on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Bailey. It's complete to the right.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Lost to fire on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try the run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly to the tight end. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Patterson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It's a draw. Turning it on. Inside the tap. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the end zone. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The lone back's got it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Fights off a defender. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give on the counter. Bulldozes his way through. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Second down. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Charges ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stops for a loss.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He's open on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, and quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Iowa has has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Phillips. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Number 18 sets a kickoff.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Got a man, it's Anderson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to...
Oh, it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in his defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 85 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ball back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets it past the marker. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the punishment has been extended.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 18, set to advance on the football.
And he's not going to take, and he bumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run it. It's Washington. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. They booted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the catch, it's Smothers. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
over the middle. It's Jackson. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Pulls it in. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To throw, it's Bailey. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down so much here in the fourth.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.